What's up, everyone? Another Void back, more Factorio for you. Episode 8, going to be pretty awesome today. Episode 7, we started working on, we actually automated a couple of things right here. You can see engines, because we're going to need to start getting into trains, right? And we also started building a ore depot, which we're going to bring in all the ores from around the area so we can start building our modular base, right? And I got kind of a ways into that, and I didn't finish it because I was like, well, first, it's a lot of building, and it was boring, kind of. But also, I restructured it. I had to think about how I wanted to build it. So we're going to finish that today. But first, what we have to do is a couple more things for automation. We're just not going to get away from some of this stuff. Again, I'm doing as minimal as possible on this because I don't want to spend too much time on a bus. It just doesn't seem like when you have modular bases, a bus is basically wasted time and wasted effort. One of the things we do need to do, though, is we don't need gears for this build right here. So we can speed the build up by just literally removing the gears. So that's what I'm going to do. There's really no point for any of that stuff right there. You just flow straight through. So that means we can also update this guy to just say, hey, just do that. But now we're going to have to clear it, right? So let me do that. And there we go, I think. We should see, is plate... Oh, yeah, plate's coming in, okay. And it doesn't matter if I pick up a little extra plate. I kind of needed some anyway, so it's fine. All right, so we've got that done. Another thing we're going to need to do is, well, we need to put a splitter in to get some of this belt, because we're going to be automating some red belt. I wasn't going to do that. I was going to wait to do it modularly. But the problem is I'm going to need a lot of red belt, and I don't want to craft it. Crafting the red belt would be kind of expensive for us as far as time. So I'm just going to build it. And then we can craft by hand, like all the underground and all that stuff. Probably should fix this too, actually, while we're here. This could just needs to be one over. So let's do that really fast. Not a big deal. This is really simple. And we can use the extra steel anyway. So, I need splitters. Okay. Again, it's a little bit of a pain to have to craft this stuff, but it's not that bad. It's not worth spending, insane amounts of time on stuff like this. It's just not, on the bus. I spent too much time on it before, and I'm not doing that this time. Okay, so that's fixed. Well, it's better. It wasn't really broken, but now it's just a little bit cleaner. Let's propagate belts. And we're going to need to do an underground here. Again, I do like just spending as much time on this bus as necessary. No more than necessary. I'd rather spend it on modular stuff. All right, so we've got gears. We're going to need, let's see. Can we use regular for this? We're going to do red belt, right? What's the stats? Every 2 seconds? That's probably fine. Especially because we're going to have to pick up a lot of gears, it looks like. And it just requires more power. It's just something I don't like doing. So, our power is not very strong yet. Right now it looks good because we're not running anything, right? That's just the upkeep of what we have running. As you can see, the radars are the most costly, right? Because the drills are not running currently. Okay, so we need 2 items. We can probably just merge those together, and then something on the outbound. So let's do something like, we'll probably do it like we were doing it on other builds, because this will give us some extra space, I think, on each one to kind of pick up extra stuff. No, it doesn't, does it? It really doesn't. Why don't we just make this going up? And then we've got something coming back, and we should be good. And I think probably 2 is good enough, right? So that means this guy's going to go here. This is a very common thing for us. And then we got this guy that goes underneath. Oops, there's something there. Just as far as possible is fine. And then, again, let's propagate this. I don't want to make sure we fix that. And then we're going to have some iron coming in. No, gears and belts. So let's get the belt over now. It's kind of like on the inside bus a little bit here. And I'm bringing inserters just in case I decide to automate fast and longhand. I might even do that off camera. That will make it easier for me to just grab and go. But I don't want to spend camera time doing it, right? That's the thing I don't want. So what we'll do with this is we'll bring it down a little bit. We're going to have to split this too. But let's craft up what we're going to do here before I actually do it. So we're going to want it like this. That won't work. That, I'm gonna have to turn it. Maybe move this whole thing back one. Maybe that'll help. And then, let's see, if it was back here, how would it work? It'd have to be right there. So what we'd want to do Actually, no, we got to move this over, right? And then we go underground with that guy. So we could still do that. We're going to do that. And then we do that, right? But we bring it up like this and over. And then this guy goes underneath. That's usually how we do it. Yeah. And then we got an underground here. Actually, yeah, it's got to go on the side. So this makes more sense. So that means this guy has to come up. Wait, how is it? Why is it undergrounds? Are they flowing in right here? They are. Let's just turn it. There we go. Now it won't flow in. Dude, that's what's going on, right? Yeah, undergrounds flowed in before the inserters could get there. All right, let's put those in here. I don't need underground right now. How come it's not creating more pipe? The pipe... Oh. I just meant filter the pipe. I don't want the pipe to only go that direction. Okay. Maybe what we do instead is we do that, but we just have something putting it over there. There we go. Now the pipe's flowing again. Okay, great. Fix that. Okay, so we need a splitter here, but then it won't go both ways. It's so dumb. All right, we'll have to do it the way we did it before, right? We'll just drag this over, and then we're going to have an inserter moving just the guy, right? So actually we need to kill that because I don't want to move anything yet. So we say, look, just get inserters. I don't want you to get anything else. Just give me these guys. No, I'm sorry. Only that. Right? We only want you to get belt. All right, now he'll just get belt. This guy will come in right there. Great, we're going to have gears now. Gears are going to flow, it looks like. Let's get this guy power. Totally fine to do. It also should power the box, it looks like. Oh, you know what? We're going to need an underground right here. There. Okay. That works. Now we got belt coming in. Then we'll put the box. We usually put it right there, and this guy will just go in the box. And we're going to want a whole thing. Okay? We're also going to still have to pick up the old belt because when we make undergrounds, like red underground, it actually uses a yellow underground, which means it's going to consume belt, right, to make the yellow underground. So we're still going to have a bunch of yellow belt on our inventory for now. Okay, I think it's set up. We can actually just do this. That's totally cool. We really just need a fast inserter. Is it fast, do you think? Yeah, fast inserter should do it. Right? Let's do fast in. Like, let's do it like this. I like kind of doing it like that. I like where they're kind of work together. And then out, 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 out. There we go. And then we can do stuff like, oh no, the power won't work like that. All right, these guys can be in the middle, I guess. That's fine. These guys can just be like right in the middle. Okay, now I should be able to do power that works. And lights. And now we have red belt coming in. It's not going to be super fast, right? It's going to come out pretty slowly, but when we rob it, it'll just have time to build. It's not like we need thousands of this stuff. So there's that. I also, let's see, now we probably should finish up the depot now. But I really wanted to wait till we get a lot more belt because I'm going to need a bunch of this stuff. Why don't you, I'm just going to wait a second for this stuff to come in. Okay, I was going to expand it. I cut that part out. We just don't have enough gears coming in right here to expand it. If we wanted to expand it, we'd have to have a full belt of gears right here. Actually, what we could do, well, you have to expand the whole thing to do that. Oh, wait, it can't keep up on gears anyway. Gears can't even keep up. You know what we should do? We should make these tier 2s. That will make them way faster. There we go. Yeah, it looks like it's sped up some. We also probably need to make these fast. Because now they won't be able to keep up. There we go. Okay, that sped up our gear build a lot. Nice. Again, we don't need to spend too much time on this, so I think we're good now. Let's just do a resupply while I'm down here. This is coming in extremely slow, but this is as fast as our gears can keep up. So it is what it is. And I think what we do is I already handcrafted some stuff. Let's rob what it does have. Let's make up a whole bunch of underground while I'm here. And then I'll just grab a bunch of the regular belt. Because, there we go. We're going to need way more of this stuff. Oh, we need plate. Okay. I'm just going to have to handcraft up a bunch of red. because we need a lot of it for this depot. It's no joke. It's a lot of belt. But again, it is what it is, and we're, with skipping over kind of a large part of, like, skipping base 2 is kind of big. Is it throwing it on the ground? What is it doing here? Let's drop some stone, I guess. Can probably drop it right here. There we go. That helped, I'm sure. And now let's just make red. That'll eat a lot of it, because, oh, wow, that eats a whole bunch of gears. I forgot about that. We're going to need 4 stacks of gears already. All right, so that's going to get the underground working. We're going to need, not a small amount of that. Let's make some more of that, too. Wow, we're out of resources, dude. Is it because of gears? No, we're out of iron plate again already. Also, I need to dump some of this coal, but I should have dumped it in the car. Okay, I'm going to rob this one last time, and then we're going to head back over there to the depot and get that going. Again, we really need to get coal coming in. It's not a dire thing, but it's definitely what's next, and I'd just like to get it done. So I didn't build this thing off camera. Like I said, it's too much of a change, and it's too much building to do it off camera. But I did want to show you what I did really quickly here. So I basically had to say, okay, how am I going to get the ore off of this thing? Like, what kind of belts do I need? How many belts do I need? And I realized, the trains are too close together now, and I can't offload the ore. So I came up with this system here, and I don't think it's centralized. It is almost. It looks like it almost is, and I might move it back a little bit more before I start building, because it just looks cooler when it's centralized. This should move back one more. Copy it over, and then we'll take that out. Boom. Okay. Now it's centralized, which means I'm going to pick this whole thing up and move it. Let's use cut. So as you can see, I was kind of setting up. Well, I don't need that. Oh, well, it's going to grab it anyway. Paste. Okay, cool. I was going to use stackable inserters, but you need red chips for that, and I don't have red chips, and we're not going to have them for a little while, right? We need to work on red chips. So we're going to set this up like this for now, and I should have grabbed more steel probably, because I'm going to need way more of these boxes, like a lot more, right? Because we have 2 of these trains we need to set up. This is going to be that's going to be coal, and we got iron right here. So let's slap this guy down there, and then we can start getting this set up, because it's actually the one we need to build. Again, I can do the same thing here. Just bring it down. Copy, paste, and then this is going to be coal. Let's change it back. I would like to get this actually working with actual trains on this episode, but we'll see. We'll see if that's even possible. Let's set up another train. Again, we have enough to do one more. We should... Oh, I can build cars. That's right. So let me build 4 more cars. Great. Those will come in really easily. There we go. Obviously, we're going to need to fuel this guy. You know what we could do, since this guy's going to the ore patch? Because he's not gonna start here. This is the supply guy. Since he's going to the supply thing, he should come back here and fuel all these trains. For now, at least, because I don't have a refueler. Right? So maybe that would be a good idea for this guy. All right, all fueled up. Let's add the coal depot, and let's tell him to go to that. Bam. Okay, cool. Now we just have to set up all these unloaders. Like this. This is a lot. And again, I wanted these to be stackable, but it'll have to be later. Fast will be enough. In fact, we probably just could use regular. Yeah, I knew we were going to need a lot more of these. Okay, so we got that. Let's put the boxes in now. Actually, let's put the lights in. That way I can just run down for the boxes. There we go. Seriously? Okay, let's put the poles in too while we're going all the way back. There we go. Now everybody has power. Well, they will in a second. Then I can just do this. Nice. All right. Again, I wish I had the nanobots, but it's okay. We'll get bots relatively soon. That's why I'm like really working toward bots. All right, there we go. Let's do the rest of this. No. Building by hand. I literally haven't done this in so long. It's kind of funny. Let's put all these guys in. Oops. Okay, great. Cool. And that's kind of why I'm also not building a base 2. If I'm just going to rush to bots, then I don't want to spend a lot of time on not bot stuff, right? I mean, that's just going to make sense. Why would you do that? So these guys are going to run back, right, all the way. This guy actually just goes right there. So he's done. Like that. Again, there are probably more efficient ways to do this, but I think for now this will work. We're going to refactor this eventually. So there we go. It's weird that it's not connected. Let's get it connected to a pole. Can it go all the way up in here? Yeah, nice. Okay, we'll just do it right there. And then we'll put another one. Well, we don't need another one there, I don't think. Will this connect? It won't. It's going to connect there, though. Let's just put a big pole at each one of these. And then we can copy this whole thing as like an ore dump, right? Will we need this in any more places? We will, because every time we offload, we're going to need this setup. So why don't we copy this as a train station? We don't need to get a lot of the track. It's mostly just the belt setup and everything. That's good. Yeah, just like that. We don't need that. I like it. Okay, cool. We're going to create the blueprint. And I'm going to move some of this stuff down here. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, we got that. Now, coal is set up. Let's undo this. Let's get rid of this. I was saving it so I could copy and do things. And then we just want to go get that coal. So we need to attach this back. But it's got to run right here. I don't know if we can do that right here. We're going to need a third one. That's what I wanted to avoid. I wanted to do this. Now we should have enough, right? Let's just do it backwards. So the way I did that, right, is I added this guy. And then I drug it up from here. And then you got to go like that, right? And that's your turn. That's how I did it over there, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Take this part out. That doesn't matter. Now this guy goes all the way up. Right? He's going to connect everybody. So that means this guy... This should be pretty relatively easy, actually. Yeah, he's just going to go like that. Ooh, I don't like that. Let's draw him out a little more. But instead what I'll do is I'll say from here... No, that's not far enough. From here... Yeah, do that. There we go. That looks really nice, actually. So let's back this guy out as well. We're going to do his from, I think, here? No, way too high. Oh, it's going to have to come off from here. No, that's still too high. From here? Will that even work? I don't think that'll work. How are we going to... I don't want it to come straight up. I don't want it to turn it back. All right, now I think I can drive my train all the way around. But first, let's put the station in real quick just so I can copy the settings and then move this guy back one. He's going to have to be basically right there. So let's copy his settings back. There we go. Now the train will go all the way around and reset itself. Then I can move this whole operation back. Now, luckily for this, it's all ghosted. So that's where it's going to have to be. I should have left it where it was. Now it can get out at least to the main train, right? To the main track over here. Let's do it to this guy too. All right, it cleaned all this depot stuff up and the track. And now it's time to move this back one. So why don't we take... Well, I can't... Let's first copy, right, the whole setup. And I can put it down there. And then I can move the whole thing without really caring too much. So let's do that. And then now I can kill this. And clean it up a tiny amount. And then I can repaste it, right? So let's just do a paste. Boom. Okay, that's where it's going to go. Okay, sweet. Now I'm going to leave it ghosted. Till I get more of it put in, I'm going to leave it ghosted. Because, well, I mean, it's done. I know where it's going, and I know how it'll fit now. Let's just build the other couple of ones to make sure they fit. Which means I'm going to need engines and stuff like that. Let me go get enough for 2 more trains. All right, so I might even just finish this and then maybe start tapping the coal. But I've got to spend some time off camera building like the main rail network. I don't want to do that on camera. It's almost always a waste of time to do it. It just takes up a lot of camera time for no reason. So it's not worth it. Just put it that way. Let's get these other lights in because we are actually up here now. Let's draw this out. Again, I don't know where it's going to need to be, but I believe, let's see, something like that probably works. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Which I'm guessing means we can still put this guy right here. Yeah, there we go. Let's copy the settings and we'll just change it to copper. It sucks to have to do this twice, but it is what it is. Okay, now we get our copper one. And then what we do is we can paste this whole thing to know where we need to put the next train. There we go. So let's put this one here. Right, that'll be copper. And it looks like... No, we just narrowly avoided having to move that power pole. That's pretty slick, actually. All right, cool. Let's also do the next one, which will be stone. For that, we're going to need to do this, though, because that's how we know how far it has to be away. I believe it's like that. Because there should be a space right here. Like, if you look at this, yeah, see, there's one space. So I added one space right there. Now I know where to draw this, right? It's literally here. I don't have any more? Yeah, I do. Well, great. Let's just do this. Okay, great. Now, I don't know where that's supposed to go, but like the previous one, we can probably do something like that. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if that's the same, but okay. Do we have a... Yeah, no, it's actually perfect. That actually is right there. There we go. Okay, cool. That's the in. And then the out, it's going to be something like this. I don't really know where. I do know we have one extra section here. So I'm guessing we do off of that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. This will be stone. There we go. Again, we want one more of these. Oh, yep, that's it. That's perfect. Here we go. Cool. Stone. It's actually been a long time since I've made a full base 3.0 too. That's why this seems like it's taking me so long to do, because I'm just not used to building this. I have a lot more experience building like up to base 2 and stuff like that. So let's start getting at least the power in or whatever. That way, when we do build stuff, it will power all of our lights and things. For some reason, this is blinky. Let's set down more trains real quick, just so they're available. And then, do we have the cars yet? You know what? We're going to put trains and cars right here, too. Maybe right here. I don't think we have any cars. There we go. There's 8 cars. Let's put cars here. There we go. Okay, great. Okay, there's one train. Let's build a second one. And cars. There we go. That's going to be stone. Right, now we got to power them. Let's go get a bunch of coal. Okay, they got power. Let's set them up with their stations. Copper, yep. It can't get out of it, so kind of obvious it can only go there. That's kind of makes it easier, actually. Stone, yep, go to the stone. Cool. All right, now we can start building, and I'm just going to do it really fast off camera because you've already seen me do it at least once. I'm going to build all of their receiving area, or all the dump areas. It's going to take a long time is kind of why I'm thinking that too. And it's just a long time of building the same thing over and over again. This is why I think nanobots are better for Let's Plays, YouTube Let's Plays, because you can build way faster. Like, nobody wants to see it take you 10 years to build these depots. Like, that's not good content, in my opinion. All right, so it's been about a day, actually. I worked on this a lot. You can already see there's a lot of train work going here. I built a network, a very crappy train network just to get us going so that we can start connecting ore and different stuff we need. Let me show you what I did do before we get to tapping this coal node right here. Is I set up the rest of the depot, and I don't want to show you because I'd have to drive all the way down there. The base is kind of big, but I changed it up a little bit. I put the coal inbound and outbound right next to each other so I don't have to belt a lot of stuff. Now, the only thing I don't like about this setup is you can see there's no belt balancer. So it just goes straight from one set of boxes straight to another set of boxes. So while that's more efficient on belt, at least for now, it's not balanced. So the trains should be coming in full or empty completely. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal. And I don't think it will be, because by the time it might be a big deal, I'm going to rip this out anyway, because we're going to have a different base, probably base 3.5 or something like that. This is really just to get us to the next steps. Now, when we build our city blocks for like logistics and stuff like that, we're crafting there, I might not rip those out. I might need those for a long time. You know, because they're city blocks, you don't really have to take them out. Now, this is kind of temporary, I think. They might last a long time. I don't really know. We will see. I also drew up a whole bunch of rail plans. I just kind of built them myself. Some of them might not work very well. I don't really care. But I needed something, and I wanted to use the 2.0 rails because they are slightly different. Not, I don't know if it matters or anything, but I wanted to do that. One thing we're going to have to do, and I think right here, what I'm going to do is just pull a train off right here. Normally, I wouldn't do that because I can only have one train on that at a time. But for this, I think it's okay. This patch isn't going to last very long. So what I'm going to do is just pull something off like this and that, right? And maybe back and forth. Then we'll just probably take a snapshot of that just so I don't lose it. And I think I'm going to turn this into a roundabout for now. Again, we will change that probably later. But I just don't want to do this tree stuff until I have bots. Again, bots will be in a while, so it is what it is. I just took the least, like, easiest route where I didn't have to take out a bunch of trees. So this isn't great for, like, what we're trying to do with our city blocks, but it's good enough. These are all on city blocks, so they will line up, snap to the grid and everything. But that gets us close to the stone, and we've got actually really easy access to these ore nodes. We could probably extend this around and get that one pretty easily too. So this sets us up for some decent nodes. We also can get this oil pretty soon. That's pretty cool. Should be really easy. And again, we already have that copper right next to us. So we're pretty set up to get a bunch of ore nodes, which is what I want to do next anyway. So let's get to it. Now, we got some oil patches right here, so I don't want to get in the way of those too much. Right? Is that an oil? Yeah, that's an oil patch. Do I have pump jacks? Because I could put some on there just to mark them. I don't... pump jacks? Okay, here we go. Let's get 10 pump jacks, I guess. Oh, man, it's pipe. Seriously? All right, let's start placing those, because what I want to do is mostly mark them, but also see if I can pull a train around them, and I don't think I'm going to be able to just by the looks of this. It doesn't matter how I place them, I guess. We'll just do it like this for now. It doesn't matter which direction they're turned. I really just want to make sure that they're marked and to see what I can do with this space. So I might be able to draw something up through here, possibly? Nope. Here? I mean, I have to go up and around. Can I even do that? This is going to be so funky, man. Oh, I can, just a little, sort of. I mean, I guess if I do that, it works, I guess, right? No. All right, let's take this out. Now that's going to make it get really upset with us. Because there's... Oh, they're still running. Okay, well, I don't need that. Okay, so that'll probably work. It's really up there, though. It's not great, but it is what it is. All right, so let's see. You can go up this way, and we're going to need to turn around then. But I think what I'm going to do is hook it in like that. I don't need a circle. I really just need to go like that. So first, let's put a train on this and see where we would have to be. No, seriously, go. Okay, that's way more than I'm going to need. That's fine. It's going to be coming in this way, and then it's going to turn around and go over here. So let's put a stop here so we can see like how far this thing is. So 1, 2, 3. Well, let's just do this, right? This train is going to supply us with copper ore with coal. So there we go. That means it can turn right here. And I really just want to turn it straight in. Now, yeah, let's not do that. Because it just not going to work. Oh, okay. Actually, what we'll do is let's do this. Okay, that... I need to draw it out a little bit more. Let's just do that, and then I can see where it'll work really well. Right there? Nope, one back. There it is. Great. Okay, cool. I can leave that in because, again, this is going to be part of possibly, the main track right here. So it probably would extend out like that. Let's put this guy... Oh, there's already one over there. We're probably going to want one here. Right, to break that up. We're going to want one over here as well. To break this up a little bit more. Because we're going to need chain signals right here. So let's go like that, and then obviously like that, right? And then we're not going to need them here, because this is going to be taken out. We don't need that. There we go. Okay, so that's set up. And it's obviously full, right? No one can go in there. Perfect. Now, we're also going to want this. Just to make it... Yeah, we'll want it there, I guess. Probably some signals, some chains down here. I'd really like to have a chain here. Cannot reach. Now, that's good. Yeah, that's good, actually. Okay. All right, so that's set up. Now we need to say this is... And I don't have anything for this. So we're just going to say... supply... Or no, outbound. Right? Outbound or coal 1. Outbound or coal 1. Great. Now this guy, let's put some fuel in him. I don't have any. The car has some. There's always coal in the car. That's a really old movie quote, or really it's a TV show quote, and it's not even it's not even really a good quote of it. All right, fueled up and everything. Let's start adding stations. Let's go to the outbound coal or coal 1, and then we're gonna wait till we're full cargo. Then we're gonna go to the inbound or coal depot, and we're gonna wait till we're empty. Empty cargo. Where's empty cargo? Empty cargo. There we go. So that's pretty much it. See, okay, go to that guy. Nice. Perfect. Looking good. Now we just have to put everything in. I don't really like that. Is there a way we can draw that in a little nicer? It could go straight down right here. Like, it doesn't need to make that harsh of a turn. Let's just go like that, maybe? There we go. That looks way cooler. We'll still put the chain signal in the same spot. All right, so over here, this cliff looks like it'd be in the way, but I noticed that you can actually put belts over a cliff. So pretty cool. So that's what we're going to do. You know, I might as well pick this up because it's not necessary. So let's just, yeah, I don't need it. One thing I will do quickly, though, is let's try to get, do we have, what's this? That's kind of cool. Except I want to flip it. It's not going to help us. We're going to need... Oh, we need way more inserters. I didn't really think of this. We need more boxes. Well, only a little more boxes, actually. So let's start getting this set up. Right? We're going to have... Oh, that sucked. I think it's like 50. I think we have to use 50 of these. So it goes like that. Oops. No, that's actually good. Okay, and then boxes, right? Actually, what we do is we put lights here. Should have done that first, because then it stops me from having to pick those things up. Then we got power poles. Nice. Then I got boxes. But first, let's connect this so I can actually see what I'm doing. Let's get a connector up here. Will that work? Yeah, it should work. There we go. And then I'm going to put a radar up here. I think putting radars at the stations is a good idea. Helps us see up here. Gives us more radar viewing space, right? Oh, God, that sucks. Can I just put these over the top? No, not that. That. Nope. Okay, well, let's just do it like this. Can I do this? No. All right, let's try that again. There we go. Okay, now I can also build the loading because I know how it's going to work. And then we'll just work our way back from there. So we're going to need splitters. We don't have enough. Let's make 5 more of those real fast while we set this other part up. So obviously this is going to go like that. And then we got this going that way. Okay, nice. I really hope this coal lasts kind of a long time. I don't think it will, but it's because it's only 1 million. But it should last, you know, a while, I guess. Actually, that's not right. That's off. It should just be this. Okay, cool. We're kind of out of time, but I'm going to keep going because I just want to get this coal done. We'll tap this coal node and then we'll call it good. And then we're going to tap a bunch of nodes on the next episode too. I'm going to try to make it so it doesn't take too long though. Let's get a balancer. Let's get this balancer. 4 to 4. Is it 4 to 4? Probably not, huh? No, we got to do this. Now we can go inside and say 4 to 4. There we go. Wow, that's crazy. Well, this is what I wanted, right? Let's just tamp it down. And then we're going to need more splitters. Let's get more of those. Yeah, see, we're going to take a little bit of time to craft those up. Then let's just put the belt and stuff in. Looks good. Okay, we're going to need some undergrounds too. Cool. Again, this will... Well, it won't matter again because I'm not going to really be using blue on this. It's going to just die. Right? This is not going to be around by the time I have blue. But it's fine. Again, bots are going to help this process a lot because this is just tedious. Oh yeah, I can't use that. There we go. 1, 2. This is like literally so many splitters. Again, we wouldn't care if I could make these automatically. Like, right? The reason I care is that I can't do that yet. Oh, cool. That's a weird feature, but I like it. Okay, cool. Let's connect these because, again, I want it to rip right away. So let's just hook this up so it can just go right when we tap it. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Let's see how many miners do we have? 7? That's not going to be enough. Let's make more miners. I can only make 10 more. Oh, I'm making chips? No, we're going to go do that off camera. I got to do a resupply. Let me do a resupply real quick. So I'm down here just doing a resupply, and I'm picking up these drills so I don't have to make more. But look how low this is on iron. It's basically out. So it's really good that we're getting these nodes tapped because our initial piles, our initial nodes are just dying. Now we do have the second node, but again, it's a million. It was less than a million when we tapped it. So the chance it's going to die quickly too. Especially when we start, like when I put in the logistics assembly plant, it's going to eat up massive amounts of iron. All right, I'm back from that resupply, and I have one more pump jack because I didn't put it on that one that's really far away. So I got a lot of belt. I got a lot of stuff. We should be good to go now. I'll go around right there, I guess. But let's finish hooking this up. And then I can jam and get this thing going. It is kind of fun to be tapping a node that's pretty far from base. Actually, let's get these undergrounds into. Again, I think it's really cool that I can go over or under cliffs. That's kind of nice. I was a little concerned that I wouldn't be able to do that. It's probably going to have to be offset, though. Kind of looks cool, though, like that. That looks kind of neat, actually. Again, let's hook it up here. All right, cool. Now it'll just start loading right away. So let's go around and get this thing hooked in. Again, it should be really easy to set up these mines. But I don't have... Again, I don't have bots, so it's still going to be by hand, and I need to move the car. It's literally right over the patch. It's a little hard to see, too, this patch. But it'll be fine, but still. All right, so where is the edge of this thing? I have lots of drills, 33. We might need 10 more, right? Because I'm going to do this whole thing. I'm not going to just do a little bit. I'm going to do the whole thing on this. So here's how you find the edge. So that's the edge, which means it's got to be right here. And the edge of this one is there. No, I want it like that. Pretty simple on that one. Wait, is there one right here? Yeah, actually, that's wrong. It needs to be one back. So it needs to be like that. And now we'll do this side. It's going to go out a little further, I'm sure. And then coming back. Now this needs to go right here. Oh, wow, okay. That's going to be really funky, but good. This is a very funky patch. Is that the edge? I mean, it should be fine, right? Oh, there's some more down here. That's okay. We'll just put another line right here. And then here, obviously. Am I going to run out? I feel like I am. It's likely, actually. All right, well, let's make more, I guess. Let's make 10 more. Damn it. This is serious. This is serious business, man. All right, this should be the last. Yeah, here we go. Should be... There, that's it. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. Perfect. And then the belt balancer, it'll balance everything out. We won't have to care. It's going to be glorious. Now, I'm going to use... Should I use fast underground for all this stuff? Yeah, let's do it. We're going to need way more of this stuff, though. Oh, it's 40 iron. That's right, it's 40 gears. I forgot about that. And we don't have... Well, we had gears. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, those need a lot of gears. So I went back and did a resupply of gears. Basically, I grabbed like 1,000 gears and made a bunch of underground. So it is what it is there. Again, that's kind of why those really do need to be something that's automatically crafted, not crafted by hand, just because it takes so many resources to do it, right? This, yeah, that probably needs to be something like this. We'll just cut it like that. I wonder if I want to copy paste this. Probably, because it would just make it easier. I don't have to think too much. Even though I have to build it by hand still, which, again, whatever. All right, there's the first line. Let's get the power in and stuff like that, especially since I have to run against the current here. It's kind of stinky. So, okay, great. Again, lights. Oh, can't reach. Nice. Okay, let's do the rest of it. And again, and then after that, we'll copy paste this thing so that I don't have to keep doing that 1,000 times. We're going to want this coming over here, right? We're going to want something like this. Probably here would be good. And that's fine, I think. So we've got some coming in already, but let's copy paste this long line right here. And we'll just throw out what we don't need. So that is, well, right there. That's fine. I do want it to be the same, right? So let's just do it exactly the same, and then we'll take out the stuff we don't need and just live with the extra stuff we've gotten there. All right, I'm going to set up the power. Let's set up the underground first because it's easier to see. That's like the most complicated part of this whole thing. There we go. Then power poles, because I hate the blinking. Oops. And now lights. This is probably way too many lights. I think you only need one every other, really. But I think for now, we'll just leave it this way. I'm not going to save this or anything. We'll do that next time, I think. I should have done it before. But again, since this has too many lights, let's just not save it. We'll do it on when we get to like a really large patch. Again, power. Man, you know, I kind of cut out all that building too because I don't like building stuff by hand on camera. I feel like it's too slow and it's too boring. Let me know in the comment section what you think. I mean, obviously we can't do anything about it, so it is what it is, but I wish we didn't have to do this because it's just so slow, man. All right, last one, last but not least here. And then we can hook it up to the to our belts, and then we'll feed the train, and we'll be done. I do have to fill the belt on the other side here. I didn't fill that in, I don't think. So let's do that really... Well, no, let's do this. Let's do this part really quickly where we snake them over. All right, so let's snake this one. It's going to be probably the most difficult. So let's just back it up this way and then see what we got. All right, so I'm going to set these up, and I'm not going to let these rip yet. I'm just going to set them up like this. Right? No, that... What are you doing? There you go. Okay. So this guy has to go actually way back here because he's going to go right here. Right? Actually, even back that way. There we go. All right, let's hook this guy up and then we'll let it rip. Looks like they're all done mining. They filled the whole all their belts and stuff. Let's just get these in here now. And we'll watch it fill. And then we'll be done. Cool. Here we go. Nice. Oh, wait. I didn't connect it on this one. All right. Let's connect all these. There we go. Let me just grab the car and we're good to go, man. First node tapped. Nice. Again, next will be iron. We'll get that in there. I just needed the coal because we're going to have to fire the furnaces and feed the power plants, the main thing. So let's see how fast this thing's filling up. It's probably pretty fast. That's pretty decent. Nice. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Please hit subscribe if you did like this content. I'll see you on the next one. Stay frosty.